Okay, this is your weekly all signs love reading. Welcome in. If you're new to the channel, this is Jenny at Seven Chakras Tarot. Otherwise, let's get started. Okay, so today I'm going to be doing the first 6 signs of the zodiac wheel. So that's Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo and Virgo. Okay, I can't sit for longer than 6 hours. But I'm very happy to be here. I've just been for a quick walk, that's why I'm a bit later than scheduled. My sister impromptu asked me if I'm up for a walk, and I knew that I'd just booked to do 6 hours of reading, so I thought let's just go quick before I settle down. And then we're gonna go to the spa this evening as well. So very happy that you've come here to join me. I was going to change the setup, and then I thought, Jane, what, I really like it now. I love this Blossom of Serenity tarot deck, so we're going to keep on with that for another week. So we're going to start off with Aries. I've got the card here. The readings when I'm live are usually, I'm doing them, they're taking about half an hour at the moment, so that's good. Okay, so if you're looking for Taurus, that'll be in 30 minutes. If you're looking for Gemini, it'll be in an hour. Okay, that's enough shuffling. Spirit guides, universe and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Aries' highest good. How is Aries feeling in the second week of May 2026 with regards to what they're thinking about, dealing with or manifesting in? 3 cards for how Aries is feeling first of all, please. Hi guys, welcome in. I'm a little bit later than scheduled. I've just been out for a quick walk with my sister. Sorry, just realised chat's not on. There we go. The Knight of Cups. Okay, come through. So Aries, you are, if you're not dating someone yet, you're certainly wanting to. Hi, Pearl, James, Sarah. Welcome in. You got a question? Well, I don't take questions in the chat because these are collective love readings, but if you want a personal reading, you can email me at jen3585@gmail.com. I don't mind if you want to go to another channel where they take questions and the lives, but this isn't a live Q&A, okay? Unless it's something you want to know about the channel. The Knight of Cups is that Romeo and Juliet vibe, you know, like I have to have this person, that dreamy kind of like, I like everything about them, you know, when you're really into a person in particular. Knights are in active pursuit, okay, so this is actively dating someone, so if you're not already doing it, okay, it's coming soon. And it could be you that instigates it. I mean, you are Aries the Ram, so if you want something, you go for it, right? By instigate it, I mean, like, leave your number, you know, like, with the guy that runs the gym, like the PT or someone, to pass to another customer that's hot or something. You don't have to walk up to someone and ask them out. Or you might smile at someone, they make a little comment, and then you start chatting, you know, like, and you're sort of actively driving it forward. The Moon, okay, so the Moon's in the challenge position. How gorgeous these cards. That's why I didn't want to change deck. So the Moon is the major arcana for Pisces. In the story of the major arcana, the Fool realises that he must walk forwards anyway. Okay, even if there's fear of the dark, fear of the unknown, okay? What's in the shadows? What's going to jump out to get me? I don't know. We must walk forwards even when there's a bit of fear, okay? So you could be a little bit nervous, a little bit self-conscious about doing this. Could have been a while. You might feel like, you know, a duck out of water, but, or a fish, is it a fish out of water? Not a duck out of water. You might just feel outside your comfort zone, but it only takes like just that little nudge, doesn't it? And then before you know it, you're on a date, or before you know it, you're looking forward to seeing someone at the gym each time you go. Who knows? Okay, we've got the King of Wands. Okay. So the King of Wands energy, it's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It's that type A personality, like I am strong, I am foreboding, I sit and I'm confident. It's that solar plexus activated, like assertive, confident, almost arrogant. I know what I want, I'm goal orientated. It's fixed energy, it's immovable. So that sense of ambition, that sense of confidence is going to come into the forefront, and it's a masculine energy, which means you are probably going to be the director of what's happening, okay? Right, let's see how they're feeling. So we've got the Two of Cups reversed. The Two of Cups, when it's upright, is when two people feel that they're falling for one another, okay? When it's reversed, this person could worry that you don't feel the way that they do, okay? So they might say, I love you first, or they might develop those feelings and keep it to themselves because they're afraid to say it. Yeah, the Two of Swords has just kind of like spun out and it's landed side on. So that's the challenge position. So when it's upright, the Two of Swords is like, you know, like the X Factor, like, that is like, don't come near me. I don't want to deal with this, okay? So swords are thoughts and feelings. So this person going into full-scale denial. Your name's Aurora, that's a pretty name. This person like, oh no, I'm catching feelings and I don't know if Aries is in the same place. I hope they feel the same. I don't know how to tell them. I don't want to deal with this. So they might just push it to the back of their mind. Like, I'm not saying they won't deal with you, but they're not going to say it. They're not going to say it because they're worried that they're getting like ahead of themselves. Oh no, the Eight of Cups in the challenge position. This person, if you're playing it cool, Aries, don't, okay, like, lay it on thick because this person is panicking. They're tempted to, like, give up. The Eight of Cups is them walking away, okay? Whoever has the card is the one that's choosing to walk away. If it's reversed, we're trying to stop someone from walking away from us. Okay, so this person's like, I don't know, like, what I'm doing. I don't know if Aries is into this. I don't know if I'm wasting my time here. Like, let's get three for the outcome. The Seven of Cups is being at a crossroads, okay? So it's like being an artist with a blank canvas. It's wondering, you know, what do I want to paint? What life do I want to make for myself? Sometimes we find ourselves at a crossroads when we're single, and sometimes we find ourselves at a crossroads when we're committed to somebody already. Oh, happy Mother's Day. Is it Mother's Day? Which country is it Mother's Day in? I tell you what, I'm an auntie and I always get Mother's Day things. I think that's really sweet. Mums, grandmums, aunties, big sisters act like mums, don't they, as well? Three of Cups reversed. The Three of Cups, when it's upright, it's a card of community. It's also a card of coming together and celebrating, socialising. In a love reading, it can be a third-party dynamic, a love triangle. Because the Two of Cups is, you know, being in love with another person and it being mutual. The Three of Cups is like one cup too many. Now, when the Three of Cups is reversed, it can be the third party saying, I'm not doing this anymore, I'm bowing out. Okay? You can be with your original person, I'm not being kept in the dark. So, or it could just be that someone's isolating themselves whilst they figure out what it is that they want, you know, for their own future. So, I don't know if that's you or them. You seem to be quite confident, but you do have a little bit of fear. It looks like you're in active pursuit. It looks like they've got this sense that either they don't know if you're into it or they're not into it anymore, and there's a potential for them to walk away. But yeah, so we're definitely at a crossroads. Could be isolated. Wheel of Fortune upright. Okay, so if someone's bowing out of a third party situation, that could be a decision that creates karmic good luck. Okay, because the Wheel of Fortune upright is when you've broken bad habits or, you know, drawn a line, put your foot down, decided that you're not settling for less, and, you know, or not going to ignore the signs that someone could be cheating. It's someone recognising something, doing some sort of important self-work and being rewarded with good luck from the universe as a result. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune, major arcana in the outcome, turning in our favour. It all seems like a lot of things could be possible here, but I'm not a fly in the wall. This is a collective reading. King of Wands, I'm not sure why you've gone from being a knight to a king, because that's like more solidified energy rather than actively sort of like dating. It's like solidifying. But their energy is a bit like, oh, I don't know whether to leave a situation. I honestly, like, let's get messages from them, because I can't tell if it's them kind of being insecure and thinking, I'm not sure if Aries is in love, or if it's them there could be a third party situation, but I just don't know. Let's get a message from them to you. I am reacting. I am reacting from a place of my own fear. Well, that fits with the denial on the Eight of Cups. Two of Cups reversed. Let's get another one from a different deck. You could be the third party, or they could be the third party, but it would make more sense for me for you to be the other man or the other woman, because you're showing up as a knight, originally, they could think, I'm going to end it with the person who I'm already committed to. And you or them could be like ending this like third party dynamic. So there's not 3 anymore. It's that, or someone just needs to know, they need reassurance about how you're feeling about them. And it's just you and them. I'm afraid to lose you. There's a lot of fear here. A lot of fear, isn't there? On both sides. What is it that this person likes or loves? And I would say loves for them to be this het up about everything. About Aries. What do they love about Aries? Look at this. Me and you equals power couple. So they think you're a really good match together. I wonder if they're leaving someone, you know, because that would make sense why we've got the 7 of Cups, the 3 of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. Instead of keeping you as the bit on the side, you're going to become the main character of the story. That would make the most sense to me, but you'll know your story. What's the nature of this connection, please? Imperfections. Love is a beautiful mess. Embrace its imperfections. Do you know what? I wasn't sure about this floral theme when I first started, and now I'm just like loving it. I think I'm like a fixed sign, so I'm like obsessed with keeping things the same, and like when I change stuff I'm like, eh. And then a few days later I'm like, ah. I made this pot in pottery, right, and I hated it, and now I'm like, ooh, that does look like the sea actually, you know, when the sand's wet and then you get like lighter water over the top and you get like an aerial view. When I first saw it, I was like, that's disgusting. And I really hated it and I wanted to put it in the bin. And now I'm like, I actually dig it. And it goes with like other pots that I made. But this just shows my personality, like how weird I am. I don't like change. I hated this one as well. And now I'm like, oh my gosh, it looks like the bottom of the sea. It looks like... Do you know what I mean? You just have to find, like, things in their right place, don't you? When grouped, they make sense. They make each other make sense. I guess people are like that. Right, what's the messy truth about this connection? In their head, overthinking, stressed out, spinning scenarios. Okay, so this person was overthinking for a little while. You could have been overthinking. Everyone could have been overthinking. Roving eyes, keeping possibilities open, obvious flirt, disrespectful. Oh dear. You could have worried that's what this person was doing. Just another notch in the headboard or the real deal. Actions speak the loudest. Yeah, oh my god. These could have been all the fears, like you kind of being a very strong person, fine on your own, you're killing it in life. This person got to leave the person they're with, or they're gonna lose, you know, like a really good thing. They can see the two of you being a power couple. They know it's now or never. Okay? They know it's now or never. 7 of Cups, crossroads. breaking the third party dynamic. Okay, good luck going forwards, good karma. Flickering passion, feelings come and go, or the chemistry is not there. Okay, so we don't want to worry that we've met someone who has raven eyes. We don't want to worry, okay, that it's just passion. We don't want to worry that we're just a conquest. I think these are all the things that go through your mind when you meet someone and then you realise that they're already committed. Game over. Ooh. Brutal, that card, isn't it? Unfinished business. Proposal, forgiveness, reconciliation, conflict resolution, compromising, making amends, positive outcome. Okay, so you've got like triple confirmation that this is going to end, okay, for your highest good. This person is definitely considering like putting you first, prioritising you. That's going to mean walking away from someone else. You definitely like have romantic feelings for them. It's not just sex for you. They see you as a power couple, so they're looking at all the potential in this, and they don't want to lose you. Okay, they do not want to lose you. Some things aren't about you not being good enough, they're just not right for you. Okay, so I mean that could be for the cross watcher. It could be for them looking at the relationship that they're already in and thinking, you know, there's nothing wrong with the person. They're a perfectly good person, you know, and I have a lot of love for them, but this is not my person that I'm meant to be with the rest of my life. You know, sometimes we marry people knowing that, because we just feel like that's what everyone's expecting us to do, and it's gone too far. And you know, a lot of people will admit that they've got married, and when they got, you know, that wedding dress on and walked down the aisle, they knew they were marrying the wrong person. It's what people do, shit like this. Okay, it could also be, you know, you thinking, I don't know if this is the person for me, because why would they be for me if they're already taken? You know, that's hardly like Disney, but life be like that. Okay, let us get you a couple of advice cards and a timing. So this one's relationship advice specifically. Spark. Ignite the spark of love, keeping passion alive in the everyday. That's nice. Okay, so Spirit's recognising that love is imperfect. Okay, this could have started out passionate, but it's become something more. Okay, this person sees you too as coming into alignment, as being, you know, a brilliant like force to be reckoned with, coming together stronger. They want to break from the situation they're already in, and you know, that they don't want to keep this in the dark or have some sort of illicit affair. They want it to be legit. This is general advice. Mindful messages. Release. Today I release limiting beliefs, harmful thoughts, toxic patterns, and anything out of alignment. I am ready for transformation and welcome this shift. I am creating space for a new chapter filled with love, abundance, and amazing opportunities. unique lives. I respect everyone's individual decisions and way of life. We are each on our own unique journeys, and my way isn't the only way. My job is not to change others, but to simply love them. Commitment. I am committed to my growth and dreams. I set routines and habits that help me evolve into my fullest potential. Even though I may not see the physical manifestation of my desires, I know they are vibrationally manifested and are on their way to me. That's beautiful. That is goddamn beautiful. Okay, let's get a time in. So, when is there going to be significant change? When will there be developments in this connection between Aries and the one that's showing up in their reading? So you've got release all expectations, start rushing things around May. Well, that's this month, okay? So anytime now, you don't have to do anything, okay? Nothing is required. These feelings that this person has for you are there, they are strong, and they're not going anywhere. Okay, it's all on this person now to get their house in order. You're the one for them, okay? They're already picturing their life with you. It's all going ahead. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please give it a like. Please share the reading. Follow, subscribe, repost, support me. Hype me up, drop me some comments, and I will see you in the next one. If you would like a personal reading, they're £25. You can direct message on TikTok or Instagram. And you can email me at jen3585@gmail.com. I will be putting up the Native American Indian Medicine Wheel readings for members. Members get a monthly finance reading by zodiac sign and a monthly health reading by zodiac sign. I will be doing some how to read tarot installments as well. Oh, I tell you what, it feels so good to be like back doing lives again. We're back, baby. We are back. Oops. Hey, we did it in half an hour as well. I tell you what. I had my inhaler this morning. I've got the shakes. My hands are like that. Right, okay, Taurus. Welcome in, guys. I'm doing the first 6 signs of the zodiac, so I'll be doing up to Virgo, and then I'll do the other 6 throughout the week, just because I can't sit for more than 6 hours. Takes ages to process the live as well for when I download them and split them up into individual readings to post them on here and on TikTok. So Spirit guides, universe and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Taurus's highest good. How is Taurus feeling in the second week of May 2026? Happy birthday, guys, by the way. With regards to when they're feeling, thinking about, dealing with, or manifesting it. I'm so sorry, I shouldn't have thrown stuff in. Oh, how is Taurus feeling with regards to when they're thinking about, dealing with, or manifesting it? 3 cards for how Taurus is feeling, please. The Star reversed, that is not okay for our birthday girls and birthday boys. Okay, so the Star card, when it's upright, it's the major arcana for Aquarius. It's healing or wish fulfillment. And it's in the reverse, okay? So there could be something that you want, or something that you haven't quite got over yet. the Queen of Wands reversed. So the Queen of Wands upright is, the Queen of Wands upright is someone who's very confident, very self-assured. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, fiery energy, okay? Solar plexus activated. I know what I want, I go for it. If I see someone I fancy, I ask them out. I do not wait, okay? I know my worth, I know I look good, I know I've got lots to offer. You know, almost arrogant, like confident, almost arrogant, okay? In Greek mythology, Cassiopeia is the Queen of Wands, and she's a boaster, someone that boasts heavily, okay? So if you think of Aries the ram, Leo the lion, and Sagittarius the hunter, you know, these are signs that go for what they want. They don't hold back, okay? So when it's reversed, confidence could be low at the moment. I don't know if it's about the way that you look or something's just got you thinking, I'm not good enough somehow, okay? You could be having a bit of a down day or just feeling a bit off. Wow, guys, look at that. How pretty is that? That is so stunning. This is the Blossom of Serenity tarot deck, by the way. It's off Timo. I've got to promote it because it's fucking stunning. Oh my god. The High Priestess is someone who follows their gut, okay? It's Pisces energy, water energy. It's about your third eye chakra, okay? What is your stomach telling you to do? What do you feel is like in your gut? What is like your body saying? You know, can I navigate whatever comes up? What is my path? Is this my destiny? The High Priestess believes in destiny, believes in fate, believes that she can navigate whatever comes her way. You know, the lynx feels every vibration. The lynx has excellent eyesight in the dark. So sometimes the lynx is associated with intuition. And, you know, and it's upright. So you're strongly, like, aligned with spirit and your intuition and what you believe to be right. You're wondering, like, it does look like you're wondering where your happiness comes in, like, who am I supposed to be with? When's my happily ever after? Yeah, what's my fate going to be? So I would say that's a lack of wish fulfillment. You could be feeling a bit, you know, a little bit lackluster, a little bit wobbly at the moment, thinking, gosh, when am I going to get my happily ever after? Let's see who's showing up for you. Okay, someone's got the Justice in the upright. That's a very cool card. I love that. Whoever's showing up for you, and this is the major arcana for Libra, they want to make something fair. This is a major arcana, it's significant, okay? Something is going to be made fair, equal, just. Oh my god. I've not even seen all the cards, but we've got the Fool in the upright. So in the challenge position, we've got the Seven of Cups, which is a crossroads. We've got the King of Wands, which is coming into a place of authority. And we've got the Eight of Coins. Growth and expansion into the future. Shit. Someone's at a crossroads in their life. They could be dealing with the legal system. Okay? And Once that's done with, they want to take a leap of faith with you, Taurus. You could be an Aries Taurus cusp, you know. If you're an Aries Taurus cusp, if you're early on in Taurus season, watch the Aries reading, because it seems to complement this one, and vice versa. If you're late on in Aries season, watch this Taurus reading. Okay, we've got the Empress reversed, the Four of Swords reversed, and the Chariot in the challenge position. Someone wants to go for a major goal or aim. Okay, the person showing up for you, they want to put the past to bed. Okay, they want to legally finalise everything, and they want to take a leap of faith with you. Now, the Empress is the major arcana for Libra and for Taurus. The Four of Swords is meditating, waiting. The Empress is someone who is all four queens. They attract abundance. They don't chase. They know their worth. They're the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles. They've got it all going on. Okay, the highest status in the tarot deck. This person's very restless, and it could be that, you know, they know that they're upsetting you the longer this goes on, because you are Taurus, you are the Empress. The Chariot is a major goal or aim. It's the Emperor that jumps into the Chariot, and it's going after what we want, okay? Failure, loss or defeat at the last minute when it's reversed. This is the challenge, okay? Can I go and get my Taurus? Can I sweep them off their feet? The Empress for me also, you know, she's highly abundant because everything she needs is within her. She can recreate as many times as she needs to. You know, she's pregnant with possibility. So this person is desperate for, you know, like the future, the potential of, like, you know, the future and building and growing and things moving forwards. Oh wow! In the outcome, the Six of Coins. This is fairness. This is reciprocity. This is equality. Okay, equal amounts of time, money, and energy being put into a connection. Okay, 6 is an even number. 3 pentacles from you, 3 pentacles from them, and it's time, money, and energy. Time, money, and energy, and it's equal. It's balanced. This person going to be, you know, more present. They're going to be more kind of like generous. They're going to show up for you. The Nine of Swords. So there is going to be anxiety and fear. A lot of anxiousness. Okay, the Nine of Swords. That's all our worries getting up in our head. Okay, not being able to sleep at night, being restless. That's just a continuation of what we've seen so far. The King of Swords reversed and the Eight of Wands reversed. Okay, so there could be delays. The King of Swords, this person could be an air sign. They don't have to be. That is stunning. Look at that card. I mean, what an outfit. What is that? I can't work out. I know it's wings, but... The Eight of Wands is fast action, progress, fast communication. So there's going to be blocks and delays, and it could be because of the King of Swords. He could be struggling, she could be struggling. Someone in their masculine energy could go quiet. They could cut contact. They could be feeling down. They could be dragging their feet a little bit, but it might not be choice. It might be like, I've got to deal with all this crap, you know, and it could be getting them down, or they could be overthinking, or there could just be actually loads of legal stuff to wait for and keep working through. So legal, emotional, practical stuff. Let's get messages from there. I want to be alone with you and do my magic on you. Whoa. That's a bit Rudy-doody for a Sunday, isn't it? It don't have to be like dirty though. It could be making love, couldn't it? They want to, you know, they don't want you to be down. They don't want you to feel like fed up waiting. I can't come to you now. Shit, that's accurate, okay? So this person, something is like got the chariot, you know, like, you know, when it's that trolley with the wonky wheel. This person's like, I've got to fix this wonky wheel before I can like get around the shop and get everything on the shopping list for you. I can't come right now. Okay? I need like certain things to take place. I need certain legalities to take place. I need closure emotionally. I need like practical things to be right. I need my head, you know, to be right. But it looks like this person wants to show up for you. They want, you know, reciprocity. They want to be there for you. They want alone time with you, okay? So they could be making themselves more available to you emotionally, financially, practically, physically. You know, very present when they're around you. They might try and show up for you like over the phone, or like, you know, help you with your problems a bit more rather than just focusing on physical stuff. I don't see anything that looks sordid here. What I see is a whole lot of emotion, a whole lot of intention, and the cusp of major change, the precipice of major change. Okay, but I think there's a lot going on in this person's life. So timing is going to be important. What is it that this person likes or loves about Taurus? Let's say loves, because it'd be ridiculous otherwise. Just because there's so many major arcana, or if they want to come, you know, come and be with you at some point. Oh, I feel at home with you. You're home for this person, okay? It just feels right when you're together. They feel completely relaxed. They feel like they can be themselves. They can let the guard down. They're not on edge. They're not worried about being judged. They're not worried what anyone thinks. They just feel at home when they're with you. That's beautiful. That's lovely. So I hope you feel better off that, Taurus. Well, what's the messy truth about this connection? Living in memories, past replay, stuck emotionally, sentimental. Okay, so you have really deep feelings for this person. Okay, they're developing really deep feelings for you. However, that could also be, you know, feeling sentimental about their past as well. Left on red, ignored, message seen, no response. This person could go quiet for periods, especially if they're an air sign. In their head, overthinking, stressed out, spinning scenarios. Okay, so that could be both of you. So it really does not suit a Taurus to have someone go quiet on you. Is like the worst. You just don't vibe with that. It makes you worry, it makes you confused, you wonder what's going on, you can't relax, it's not a nice feeling. But this is like, in particular, it's an Aquarian thing to do, okay? But I think air signs, they are very much thinkers, they're planners, they're researchers, they're strategists, you know, and they need to pull back to do mental work sometimes, and make sure that no one's influencing what they're deciding. You know, they need like peace and quiet so they can go over. So it's not that they're not thinking about you, it's probably you that they're thinking about. Does that make sense? Like, I've realised that I do this, but from my perspective, I'm not doing it. But from other people's perspectives, they'd be like, you absolutely do that. Because I've got Libra moon. And I'm Taurus, and I need solitude. You know, I'm a bull. I need a whole pasture to myself. I need peace. I'm busy all week, and when I get home, I close the door, and I need peace and quiet. I need lights off. I need quiet. I need no movement buzzing around me. I just need still. You know, I need to decompress because I've been taking in all that information of movement and noise and busyness. But the Libra part of me, my mind is going overtime, and I'm constantly thinking, you know, about the bigger stuff. It doesn't really stop. And now that causes a lot of anxiety, and that comes from fear, okay? So that could be on both sides. And we have got that, haven't we, in the outcome with the Nine of Swords. So there's a lot of mental work going on, whether it's you or them or both. Okay, but this person takes a step back, and I know that they're doing that because they got the King of Swords reversed, which is, you know, this way up is someone who's being very persuasive, you know, a fantastic writer, orator, speaker, intelligent, a strategist, chess player. You know, life is a game of chess to an air sign, and they keep things to themselves until they're ready for other people to know about it. But when it's reversed, it's like shutting down, detaching emotionally. You know, like, this person's really silent, and it could be for long periods, and you're thinking, what on earth is going on? And then it gets you all up in your head because they're up in their head. But it's not necessarily bad when they do that. It's not necessarily bad. It's just that this is a different kind of person to you, or you're on the receiving end of what you're doing to people. But, you know, it's not you doing it, it's you feeling someone else doing it. So, yeah, I've realised, like, I could have been hypocritical, really, in what I'm doing. I think I probably do that with friends and family and colleagues and people like that, but I don't think I would do it with a lover. But this is someone that does it with a lover. They shut down from everyone, okay? But it doesn't mean that when they rise to the surface, when they surface again, it's not going to be positive. It looks like it's going to be positive, okay? They just want to be very sure that when they're thinking things through and making decisions and planning stuff, it's 100% their choice and they want to do it. They're not being influenced by anyone else, which is fine. It takes two. Someone is not committed, incompatible, conflicted. Yeah, well, conflicted definitely fits. Conquest, just another notch in the headboard, or the real deal. Actions speak the loudest, okay? Raving eyes, these are the ones that came out for the Aries read, guys. Keeping possibilities open, obvious flirt, disrespectful. Okay, so sometimes this person could emotionally detach. They could play down their feelings for you. It may look insensitive at times. It may look like they're just trying to have sex with you. But this person is like forced to act like that because they're actually not available to be with you right now. Okay. I want to be alone with you and do my magic on you. They are crazy about you, but let me tell you now, the feelings run deep. Okay, I feel at home with you. But that's the nicest, you know, to think that someone feels that way when they're around you. That's lovely. I'm sure they're not experiencing that when they're around all of the people in their life. Okay, so it's very special. Magnetic fate, attraction sparks pursuit, guiding souls on a journey to their destined union. Okay, it's giving twin flames. The Aries one was, to be honest. I should have done a card for that one. Our paths will always reunite. Okay, so this person gone quiet, Taurus. Okay, it's a pause, it's not over. Okay, so don't jump to that conclusion every time they go quiet. This is like something they need to process. Changes in their life, okay, significant changes in their life. When you do shadow work, you don't do it whilst you're in someone else's company. Okay, it's like deep introspection, so it has to be done alone. Outdated, discarded, outdated, irrelevant, old news. Emotional intelligence. Okay, so someone's becoming more emotionally intelligent. They're trying to leave old ways of thinking, old ways of living in the past. They know that those worries they have are like very outdated. They could be worried about someone's conventional ways of living, someone's imposing, you know, ideals about how there should never be divorce in a family, you know, stuff like that. They're becoming more emotionally intelligent. They could be around people who are a bit emotionally stunted, and they're trying to develop, you know, like their emotions and act with more intelligence. High value, the Empress, beautiful, sexy, abundant, confident, childish, immature, argumentative, playing the victim. Okay, sometimes you could find that this person does that. Okay, they're trying to learn to be more emotionally intelligent, but they could let themselves down at times. Opposites attract, lessons not your usual type, different spiritual beliefs. Fighting, trust issues, one-sided or detached. Yeah, so this person shuts down their emotions and pulls back. They're trying to process everything, but you're having a big impact on them, okay, because you are just the opposite to them. You're allowed to make choices that you want to with your life. You're allowed to be dynamic, to adapt, to do something and then undo it, you know, edit, undo in life. Some people are told, like, no, you've made your bed, you got to lie in it. No, we don't have this in our family. No, they're very restricted, okay? And that's to do with respect, it's to do with reputation, it's to do with religion, it's to do with, you know, well, this is what we've always done in our family. They're very restricted and you're very free. You're very spiritual and they've been very 2D. Okay, you're very 5D, they're very 3D. So this person's coming to life, okay, but there's a lot for them to work through. It's like they're transmuting everything, and that takes a lot of downtime. Okay. I think the silence is difficult for you. It takes its toll on you, but you might have to just let this person do this. Yeah, they will be back. we were supposed to be us, not just you and me, okay? You could find yourself doing life solo and thinking, well, how was this a relationship? Well, how was this a connection? How am I so important to you when we seem to be each getting on with our own lives, you know, for quite long periods, months at a time, a year at a time? But it's because this person's going through so much, there's actually loads going on that you're not privy to. Life isn't a test. There are no right answers. Okay, so we're all just finding our way through, and we're all becoming higher beings. We're all realising things, and nothing's premeditated. Okay, people are just, they're trying to find their way. Okay, and you will be brought back together because you are triggering this person to evolve. Okay, in ways that they never thought possible. Wish. Someone you wished for is coming into your life. Magic. Discover magic in the mundane, making the ordinary extraordinary. See, when you're just doing normal stuff together, but you're in love, anything is enjoyable. Like making dinner together is enjoyable, you know, going on a simple walk together is enjoyable. When you're in love, you know, doing life together is nice. Doing a weekly shop together, anything together, like going on a trip together in the car, like it's not life-changing stuff, but it's how to live your life happily. You can feel like that with friends, of course you do. You feel like that going on holiday with friends, or you feel like that going on holiday with family. But it's something about being in love, like the two of you, you know, like it's just like, you just dote on the person, don't you? They could blink or breathe and you're like, oh, he's amazing, she's amazing. Whilst also, the other side of this is right, whilst this person is not in front of you, there's a lot going on behind the scenes, okay? You don't need to worry about that. You need to find enjoyment, okay, in your life while they're doing that shadow work, their shadow healing. Okay, let them be, let them have space and time, and let them come back to you once they're ready, okay? Right, what else do I need to get for you? So that was relationship advice. This is general, a bit of general well-being advice. Conscious focus. What I focus on, I attract more of. Starting with today, I will be more conscious of what I choose to spend time speaking or thinking of. I will do more of the things that bring me joy, and see as more of these things begin to effortlessly flow into my life. Okay, so get your holidays planned, go on a little road trip, go for a walk, go to the gym, go to the spa. You know, been for a short walk with my sister, loved it, sun on my face, both taking photos of the view, a little bit of a catch up, just brief, and then, you know, we're going to see each other at the spa later, going to have a nice swim, nice steam room, hot tub. I've been playing on the computer all day yesterday. I'm just enjoying life. Like, I don't need to sit and dwell because I've not heard from my person. I need to be able to just enjoy life, do you know what I mean? And then it's not like, oh, if I hear from that person, then I'll be happy. No, it doesn't work like that. Okay, we must not catastrophize like that. And I've got pottery tomorrow. I've got, you know, kids that are relying on me, worried about their GCSEs this weekend. They're doing their exams tomorrow, so I'll be well focused on, you know, the good thing about work is you're not sat around, you know, moping, are you? You got to get on. So being useful, being purposeful. I've got new glazes to use in pottery, so I've got it all going on. I should be booking my holiday, hopefully, in the next couple of days. So it does help though when you can sort of get a bit of an explanation as to why, why am I not hearing from them, why is it keep going quiet, or what is going on in the wider picture, what's going on in the wider scheme of things, because it just gives you perspective, and then you can like calm down. Yeah. Okay, so when's there going to be like a little shift in this connection between Taurus and the one that's showing up for them? Stay positive, okay? Let go of it for now. Release all expectations, okay? So you're being urged to just like focus on yourself. Surrender it to the universe. It's all going to play out exactly how it's going to play out, okay? And you don't need to control it, Taurus, okay? Don't be a control freak. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please give it a like, share, subscribe, follow, repost, support the channel, hype me up, and I'll see you in the next one. Personal readings are £25. You can contact me via direct message on Instagram or TikTok. You can email me at jen3585@gmail.com. Turnaround time is 2 days. I pre-record the readings, put them on YouTube, and only you can see it because you've got the link to it, unless you send the link to anyone. It's totally confidential. I will be putting up the Native American Indian medicine wheels for members. The finance readings have been up there for a few weeks for this month. For members, it's $5.99 a month for memberships. I know money comes and goes, so please don't worry. But you may feel at some point, you know what, I won't mind that. So I'm just letting you know about it. The finance readings are good. I do like predictions, financial predictions, alternative life purposes, what your boss thinks of you in a positive way, what your skills are, what's good about you as a co-worker or subordinate. I get your money affirmations that you can say. And if you're not in your true life's purpose, you feel like you definitely you're not in love with your career, we can see like alternative pathways and stuff like that. So the finance readings are my most popular readings, and then the Native American Indian medicine wheels are my second most popular. The love readings are actually the least popular. Obviously, like, people like them, but it's the best stuff that's on the memberships. So, and I will be doing an instalment of the How to Read Tarot series as well. Okay, let's go on to Gemini. Okay, so I'm using the Blossom of Serenity Tarot deck. It's just in the background there. I'm staying with it because I've fallen for it well and truly. Let's have a few shuffles. Oh dear. I woke up really early Saturday morning, and then I just chose to stay up really late last night and woke up early. So I'm on my arse today. It's my own fault. But that was my decision. Spirit guides, the universe and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Gemini's highest good. How is Gemini feeling in this second week of May 2026 with regards to the one they're thinking about, dealing with or manifesting in? 3 cards for how Gemini is feeling, please. The Knight of Coins reversed, so reluctant to invest, okay? Not particularly looking to have a relationship right now. When it's upright, you know, Knights are in active pursuit. Pentacles are time, money and energy. This is a Knight that wants to offer commitment, okay, when it's upright. When it's reversed, it's like, well, I don't mind, you know, spending time with someone, but I'm not looking for a relationship. Maybe you're really busy at the moment. Maybe you've got a side hustle, or you're a business owner, or you're taking on a professional course or extra trades. Maybe you've got loads going on in your life with your health or some other reason, but you're just not looking for a relationship. Could be that, you know, you're just wanting to, you know, do you. Maybe you have got time for a relationship, but you want your time for yourself, you know, for your friends, for your family, and you don't want a relationship. Knight of Cups. Okay, so despite the lack of commitment, you could be feeling a little bit like you wouldn't mind if someone took your fancy, you wouldn't mind spending time with them. And not just for the way that they look, but the person that they are. Okay? So perhaps you're not going to rush in this time. You might let yourself get emotionally invested, but you're not going to start, you know, renting with someone or getting a mortgage with someone. You might let your heart lead, you know, and take your time with it. The Devil reversed. So the Devil, when it's upright, is the major arcana for Capricorn. That's so pretty, isn't it? Looks really oriental, that. When it's reversed, we're breaking free from bad habits, codependency, you know, being overly attached to outcomes or people or things or places. It's good when it's reversed, okay? Unless you're a Capricorn and it's reversed and then you're not feeling yourself. But for your reading, Gemini, the Devil reversed is good. It's getting free from certain hang-ups or bad habits or codependency or something that's not good for us. Some kind of attitude or way of being, behaviour, way of thinking. I'm just going to mute for a second while I blow my nose on. Will that mute? Oh, I don't know if I can do it. I'm going to have to blow my nose, guys. I apologise. I'm using Streamlabs, so it's like looks really different on my phone to what it used to. Let's get 3 to see who's showing up for you. The 7 of Coins. So 7s are a reflective energy. It's looking back at the past. When it's upright, I would say that enough is being cultivated in the past, okay? The past yielded good results for this person. They're looking back, taking stock, thinking about what they've achieved so far in their life. We've got the Ten of Wands reversed, the Three of Cups upright, the Wheel of Fortune reversed, the Hanged Man reversed. Ew, that's a bit weird. Someone's choosing to drop the burdens with that Ten of Wands. 10 is the end of a cycle. Wands are challenges. When it's reversed, we're not just seeing things through stoically to the end. We're going, do you know what, I'm not doing that anymore. I know I've done it for ages, but I've had enough. Three of Cups could be a third party dynamic. It doesn't have to be. It could be socialising. The Wheel of Fortune reversed is when we're making bad decisions. Okay? This is good karma, good fortune. This is bad karma, bad fortune. Okay? So the wheel needs to turn upright and it's actually reversed. So the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is reversed here. So instead of being open-minded and looking at things from another perspective and turning ourselves upside down, we're actually being really stubborn and only seeing things from our own point of view. It looks like this person's choosing to be selfish. Well, they were choosing to be selfish. Let's get one more for them. The Six of Swords reversed. They're stuck in the past. They don't have emotional closure. They're not transitioning to the next phase. The Four of Swords is the challenge position, taking time to meditate, taking much needed respite in between battles. This is the challenge, okay? This is being restless. This is taking rest. And this is like, how do I pace myself? How do I like take my time with things? Because the Knight of Cups is very like, you know, die-hard romantic, and that was the energy that you had. Like, rose-tinted glasses on, but you've not committed. Have the rose-tinted glasses come off? The Hanged Man reverse. They're very stubborn. They're not emotionally available, potentially. Queen of Cups, we've got Queen of Cups upright. Queen of Cups upright is like a healing, like open heart chakra, forgiveness, patience, understanding, you know, still waters. She's sitting on top of that water very calmly. I don't want you to see my feet because it might be weird. Exercising a lot of self-control, patience, going with the flow, not trying to control things. Calm, forgiving, open. Healing. The Two of Wands reversed. The Two of Wands, when it's upright, is a planning phase. So it's like, do I go left or right? Do I pick A or B? Do I stay or do I go? When it's reversed, it's like we're refusing to pick. Someone's refusing to pick. Let's get a message from them to you. I often fantasize about you in my mind. It's not good English, that. Not good grammar, so I've just adapted it. I'm often fantasizing about you in my mind. The Three of Cups can be third party, and this person is not emotionally. They're still looking back at the past. They still kind of look positively on, you know, a past person. So they're more like fancying you, and you're more like emotionally like involved with them. You're aware, you're not committing because you're aware that, perhaps you're aware that this is where they're at. Is it over? People don't believe in me. It's a bit of a weird one. They've got like a victim mindset, feeling very sorry for themselves. What is this person's problem, honestly? They got the Wheel of Fortune reversed because they've been toxic as F. Right? They're feeling sorry for themselves and they're asking, is it over? It's like, it's not cute. It's not. Why would you want to go towards that? What's the messy truth about this connection? In their head. Overthinking, stressed out, spinning scenarios. Stalking the socials, watching, lurking, secretly obsessed. It could be both of you doing that to one another. Okay, this person put you in your head and you like emotionally you do care for them a lot. But they're kind of like a bit of a train wreck. They don't know what they want. With that Two of Wands reversed, they do not know what they want. Right, they're not over the past. They're feeling sorry for themselves. They've got the karmic wheel in reverse. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune should be upright, shouldn't be reversed. We've got Three of Cups card. This person, like, you know when, like, they don't want to make a choice either way. It's not like the Taurus reading where they decided, like, they want to prioritise Taurus and, that, you know, they're going ahead with legal proceedings. That's in a totally different place to this, where this person's like, oh, why has everything happened to me? Do you know what I mean? Now that person in the Taurus reading could have been in this place a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. But you can see that this is much more raw for this person. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they want. Their head's gone. They have no direction, this person. So that's fairly annoying for whoever's Gemini. Alone. You feel like you're in this situation all by yourself, but it won't be like this forever. Yeah, this person's like not in a good place. And that's isolating you. They're being toxic. Tell them to do one if you haven't already. Because that's the only thing that stops people kind of like messing. Vulnerability weaves hearts in a dance of harmony, unity and flow. This person not making themselves vulnerable. They're moaning. They want sympathy. and then they're probably wanting to have sex. Dance of Souls, be vulnerable and let your two hearts intertwine. They're going to need to open up. They're going to need to be clear on the past to know whether they've got a future with someone new, i.e. you. They can't be moping about the past still, you know, so, oh, I will leave this person to their own, you know, thoughts and feelings for a good long time, like a year or something, because they're doing my head in. Get in a room, yeah, so they're thinking about having sneaky links with you whilst they're moping about the past, so it's like a distraction when you're actually getting feelings for them, so it's not good. If it's hating you, you're going to create distance. Determined, persistent, still holding on, flowers and gifts. They could still be buying anniversary presents for the ex. They could still be acknowledging the ex's birthday. They could still be living with that person. They may not have told this person that they're not in love with them anymore, that they want to separate. Okay, this person's a mess. This is messy. If I had cherished you more, would we have made it? Okay, so the unspoken truth is that, and I wonder if they've messed up their own marriage, or if they've neglected you and you're like, faultless, like, I'm not being someone's, you know, last on the list of priorities. It's making me feel shit. It does look like you fucked them off in your healing, to be honest. Sorry for my language, don't know why I'm being like that. It's pissed me off a bit. Wedding, taking your relationship to the next level one step at a time. Well, that seems ironic at this point. That seems absolutely ironic at this point, doesn't it? These are like advice cards if you're in a relationship with someone. Loyalty is the chain that links you together, unbreakable. Belonging, find belonging, and love depends on each other. You know, you can see like that's useful. Those cards are useful. They're not unuseful because we're worlds apart with how things are and how we'd like things to be. You know, the Knight of Cups vibe is like imagining all this, isn't it? That's the Knight of Cups vibe, which is what you've got. They're like, it's like they're like, oh, you know, I've only just come to because I've been so busy thinking about my last person. I've been so busy thinking about the past. I'm not over it. I'm not healed. I'm like, I'm a loner. I'm a victim. People don't like me. Oh, it's irritating us. It's like so irritating. They're feeling very sorry for themselves. Very sorry for themselves, you know, and like whatever feels good to them, that's what they're doing. So they feel like hooking up with you because they got depression or something and they're in a situation they don't want to be in. That's what they're doing. Meanwhile, you're developing feelings for them. So that's why I'm getting annoyed with them, because, you know, they probably blame you if it doesn't work out now. Or they'd be like, well, you know, well, this person's not making choices, okay? They are not actually, they have no direction in their life right now. And they're just wallowing, so it's annoying. What's this person like or love about Gemini? I would say like at this point. I think they're very fond of you, but I don't think it's love. When I look into your eyes, the whole world stops and I forget where I am. Okay, so they're bowled over by what you look like and, you know, the general energy between the two of you, which is something. This person's sleeping on life, like they're just letting their life pass by and then they're sort of blaming everyone else. I don't like love the vibe. A general advice card, and then we'll get a time in. Get focused. To attract what I want, first I get clear on what it is I desire. I envision it for a minute or more every day, feeling how it would feel to have this in my life. What I would do, how I'd react, and who I'd tell. I picture it all. Through my continual alignment with my desires, they begin to flow into my physical reality in divine timing. Okay, so make sure that your thoughts are positive. If you do love this person, if you care for them, say it out loud and say you surrender this to the universe and just say, I wish the best for this person. I just want them to be happy. If they're meant to be with me, then please, help that along, make it so. If not, I wish them well, but I'm surrendering this. I need to take care of myself. Projecting, rather than reacting and projecting my emotions onto others, I remember no one is to blame. No one is responsible for the emotions that I feel. When someone says or does something that brings up strong emotions within me, I have the choice in how I respond. Okay, so Spirit's asking you to use your personal power, okay, and get through this by choice, like reframing it and saying, well, this person's working through stuff, they don't know what they want, therefore, I'm going to focus on myself, and I give the freedom, the time and the space to figure it out. Yeah, they can miss me, or they can not be bothered and overwhelmed with what's in front of them, and not think about me for a year, but I'm gonna focus on myself, and what's meant to be will be. You can't kind of give up on yourself and go, I'll only be happy today if this person gets in touch, because the sort of like set yourself up for failure then, aren't you? This person's in a mess, okay? They're not in their right frame of mind. Keep going with the flow of life, okay? Just exactly as I said. It could be a substantial amount of time. It could be like a year and a half before this person's in a better place. Okay, it's messy. They don't know what they want. They're probably not going to know for a while. Bit of an annoying reading. Sorry about that, but that's how the Gemini reads be for a time. When it changes, the readings will change, Let's see if, I don't know, I don't really like getting a time of new love in case you're like wanting this person, but maybe just a crush or something. Is Gemini going to get like a crush or a nice distraction in the summer? Okay, so if you want a summer fling to distract you from your woes, you can have one. Right, please give it a like, share, subscribe, follow, repost, support the channel, hype me up, and I'll see you in the next one. Personal readings are £25. If you want a personal reading, you can contact me using direct message on Instagram or TikTok, or you can email me at jen3585@gmail.com. Memberships are live. Members get a monthly finance reading, what your boss thinks of you, alternative career choices, financial predictions, money affirmations, all that good stuff. The Native American Indian Medicine Wheel looks at your mental health, your emotional health, your spiritual health, and your physical health. They're popular readings, and could do with more people watching them. Otherwise I'm kind of making them for nothing. So yeah, if you're interested in a membership, they're $5.99 a month. It's not loads of money, and sometimes it's nice to focus on yourself rather than love, If you're interested in learning how to read tarot, or you just want to know more about the tarot cards, I'll be doing the How to Read Tarot series installment for this month as well. So yeah, so that's all for £5.99, which is a bargain considering my readings are £25. I know money comes and goes, you don't have to tell me. Definitely know that. Suddenly had to buy a new car last month, so. Right, we're going to go on to Cancer. We're on a roll. Okay, it's the Blossom of Serenity Tarot deck. It's absolutely stunning. Is that box up there? I love it so much. I'm going to keep this theme. A few shuffles and we'll see what's going on for Cancer in the second week of May. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to put the kettle on and get myself a matcha to go through the next few readings with, because I can hear myself going croaky. I will be 1 minute. let's put that there. Spirit guides, universe and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Cancer's highest good. How is Cancer feeling in the second week of May 2026 with regards to the one they're thinking about, dealing with or manifesting in? 3 cards for how Cancer's feeling, please. The 4 of Cups. Okay, so it could be a little bit, you know, shrugging your shoulders at anyone having a flirt with you, or, you know, rolling your eyes up or just looking away. Not really into the idea of attention right now, okay, from others with that 4 of Cups card. In the traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck, it's a person slumped against a tree and someone's, you know, offering a cup of emotion, and, you know, it's like light interest, but sometimes we're really open to that and other times we're just not really bothered, you know, or quite closed off. So it's looking like that. The Knight of Coins. Okay, so possibly you're not asked unless someone's a serious contender. Okay, I'm not wasting my time unless I can commit and they can commit. Okay, I'm a Knight of Coins, not a Knight of Wands. I'm a Knight of Coins, not a Knight of Cups. I don't want a dreamer. I don't want someone who's just into the physical. I want someone who wants to build. Okay, so you're looking to build with somebody. Now, if you haven't met this person yet, it does look like, well, you're not going to suffer any fools, let's put it that way. You know, you're happy to ask people out or be asked out so long as they're not a fool, yeah? It's a bit hot at the moment. Right, let's get one more. The World reverse, so you think everyone's a fool at the moment. The Magician upright, the Page of Cups reversed, the 9 of Coins reversed. Yeah, it's a lot trying to, like, do life by yourself. Financially, it's really tough. Okay, so you do want someone to collaborate with, but let's have a look at the cards because they're really pretty. You know, the World is, in the story of the Major Arcana, the Fool realises that he must take life up with the smooth. You know, glass half full. Better days are coming. Okay, but when, oh, just spun it around. When it's reversed, we're sort of pessimistic about life, you know, feeling down. You know, why is everyone a shit? That kind of vibe. 9 of Coins reverse. 9 of Coins when it's upright is someone who's single and abundant. Okay, they're enjoying the single life. They're solo. They're getting the bills paid on time. Don't need anyone else. Okay. Now, you might be struggling for money, or you might just think, oh, I don't want to do life by myself. I want to cooperate with someone. I want, you know, a partner in life, someone to pay a mortgage off with. That's the whole point, isn't it? You know, like, you could be feeling like that. The Page of Cups reverse, so just shut down. You're closed off. You're not going to put yourself out there like a, you know, a stupid idiot. You have got all the tools to succeed. You're showing up as the Magician, so you can manifest the life that you want, Cancer. You know, your Major Arcana is the Chariot. It's having a major goal or aim and going for it. It's travelling towards what you want at high speed, very determined, armoured up, you know, and that's just like the opposite of what we've got in front of us. But you can have the life that you want. Okay, you've got it all going on. You're just feeling a bit sorry for yourself at the moment, which is understandable. You could have had a couple of duds. You could have had a major dud. Let's get 3 to see who's showing up for you. could be someone that's on your mind, someone that you're actively dealing with, or someone that you are manifesting in. You do look like you're manifesting at the moment. The Hermit reversed. So, in the story of the Major Arcana, the Fool realises that he must walk this part of the journey alone, okay, because the answers lie within him. Looks like Gandalf, doesn't it? It's the Major for Virgo. It's all about being reflective, being introspective, doing shadow work, shadow healing. It's very healthy energy. Okay, it's processing everything before moving on to a new chapter. That's reversed. So either someone's just done shadow healing, or they're about to isolate themselves and hermit themselves and do that. There may be a need to do it if they haven't just finished doing it. The Eight of Coins, growth and expansion into the future, increments of time, money and energy, okay? Building a life, building into the future, looking forwards. Oh, I love that. That looks like the world, doesn't it, there? That's the challenge, okay? So, let's get one more for them. The Temperance reversed. Someone could also be struggling with their emotions at the moment. You know, when we can't temper ourselves, we could get angry, or we could get very upset, just like heightened emotions. Yeah, it's normally a picture with two cups, and the water is emotions, and the water's being poured back and forth to get just the right balance. You know, it's the Major for Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the Archer. The Archer can't shoot for what they want. They can aim, but if they shoot and miss, it's probably because they're distracted, they're irritable, they're not ready yet, they're unsettled. You know, you've got to be able to get your breathing right, take a deep breath, you know, be sure-footed. You've got to know what you want, clear mind, clear heart. So someone's definitely, the future's a challenge for them, and maybe they haven't got a clear mind and a clear heart yet. You could still be governed by, you know, past events. Stuff's still getting to them. We've got the Hanged Man and we've got the Star. So here comes the healing part. And Star is the Major for Aquarius. It represents healing and or wish fulfillment. It usually comes after a huge tower moment. Okay, so we're getting healing, getting healed. Can't speak. The Hanged Man is in the upright, so this person's trying to see things from all points of view, not just their own. No, they were a combination, weren't they? So we get two more. The Seven of Cups reversed with the Six of Swords reversed. Someone way stuck in the past. They're so not over it. Like, they're so not over it. It's really challenging for them to look forwards because they're not healed. They need to isolate. They need to hermit. They need to do some serious shadow work. They're really unhealed. Six of Swords is emotional baggage when it's in the reverse, and you know, the Hermit reversed, as I said, it's someone that really needs to do some shadow healing, shadow work, reflect. What was their part? What was my part? You know, going forward, what was a non-negotiable for me? This person needs to do all that, and they need to heal, and they need time and space to heal and put, you know, your nervous system is shot when you're very distressed by a major ending, a major breakup. You know, you've been crying loads, you got this fear of being alone forever, you miss your person like hell, you don't know why, you know, life is doing this to you. It seems like they're right in the thick of it, and how can they possibly look forwards, you know, when they haven't even taken time to heal? But we have got the Star and the Hanged Man in the upright. They're trying to see things from other points of view. They're trying to heal. Now we're crossing over from fantasy into delusion with the Seven of Cups reversed. The Seven of Cups, when it's upright, is looking at your options, okay? I got a blank canvas, what do I want to paint? When it's reversed, it's like I'm so comfortable thinking about what life could be like, or what life should be like for me. It's because I'm not happy in the present, okay? Maybe it's that awful, like, to live in the present. So it's crossing over from daydreaming into fantasy and full-on delusion. The Six of Swords, when it's upright, is closure, leaving, you know, emotional baggage behind. That's reversed, so someone is struggling. Let's get one more, because I think they were a combo, weren't they? The Challenge position, the Lovers, major for Gemini. See, the Lovers reversed is unrequited love. One person loves, the other doesn't. The Lovers upright is not even like the Two of Cups, it's much more powerful. These two people agreed to be together in the 5D, they signed a contract. And that's why in the 3D they're having a relationship, and it feels like they've always known one another. Okay, it feels like they've always known each other, even if they've just met. So the Lovers are perfectly matched. They are divine counterparts, but it's like, it's preordained, it's pre-written. So it's a very powerful union, and this is the Challenge. For some reason that's in the Challenge position. Yeah, maybe this isn't a bad person. Maybe they just had a real number done on them. So, you know, they're just struggling to... I think they really want to meet the person of their dreams. But they may struggle to sort of be present and in the moment enough to kind of know you. Know that you're there, know that you're, you know, an option. And I think you're kind of mirroring that, to be honest. You're both like two lost souls. You may not be aware of one another, you know. Someone could be orchestrating this. You know, someone like a lost, a loved one that's passed away or something like this could be orchestrating you to meet someone nice, and, you know, they've had their heart broken too, that kind of vibe. I don't think you know this person, so I'm not going to get the messy truth or anything like that. What has this person dealt with in their past? So not with you, because I think you don't know them. This person could have been cheated on, okay? Or they could have been used for money. Something was very, you know, the last person they were with was a snake. So they could be distraught because of that, not because, you know, they want the person back, but they feel betrayed. It's very difficult to trust people when you've been so betrayed, and they could have been betrayed on multiple levels, you know, not just money or just sex, but multiple levels. Clouded vision, recognise and discuss red flags or areas of concern. There was red flags and this person wanted to be in love, so they kind of ignored them. So again, this is looking at what they've dealt with other people, okay? It's their previous, it's not with you. Pregnancy test. Someone could have lied about being pregnant. Unsure results. Pregnancy scare, positive or negative. Or they could have a child with someone who's narcissistic, something like that. Desire, self-pleasure, sexual thoughts, intense feelings, infatuation, denial, obsession, attraction. They could have been a very good looking person, but they're a snake. Okay, so that's this person fell for the honey trap. They need a real one like you, Cancer. You know, it happens. Sometimes we get love bombed, you know, and we really want a relationship, so we let it happen to us to an extent. Losing you taught me love isn't about possession. Okay, so that's what they dealt with in the past. They were on the end of someone's puppet strings. Okay, they were love bombed, they were used, they were betrayed, possibly on multiple levels. What is this person going to like and love about my Cancers? So they haven't met you yet, okay, but they're going to feel like this. When you touch me, I feel butterflies in my stomach. Oh, they're going to fall hard. I'm working hard on my finances for you, for us, for our future. Yeah, so the Eight of Coins, it is that person who's working away diligently and they're trying to build their wealth. They're trying to take on courses that are professional, take on extra trades. They might be starting a side hustle, building up a business. This person has a lot going for them, but they fell hook, line and sinker for, you know, the love bomber. So they've been through it, but people recover, you know, like it's a functional person. It's someone that goes to work, they work hard, they go to work every day, you know, they'll get on with it, that's life. There's nothing new under the sun. He or she won't be the first person to get love bombed, and they won't be the last, will they? So as long as you're functioning, you can recover. Best thing to do is share your experience with people, you know, because a lot of people around you have had it done to them as well. It's the biggest con. Getting spammed with emails. Oh, it's people. Do you know what? People just they work all weekend, don't they? It's like, get a life. Get an actual life. Okay. Where am I up to? What will be the nature of this connection? Because we're predicting this is something that's coming in. Anticipation. That's so pretty, isn't it? Embrace the sweet anticipation of love's arrival in your life. It's coming. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You're about to have a really, like, a big love, like a true love. You're about to have true love. This person's looking for the one. You're looking for the one. You're going to be 100% on the same page. Okay, they're looking for a proper grown-up. You're looking for a proper grown-up. You don't want drama. You don't want someone that doesn't know what they want. Okay? This is what's coming to you, Cancer. Okay, because you deserve it. When's this coming in, please? Gemini's going to be mad. Because they got another shy reading. Time's been delayed. Release the need to control the situation. You've got April. Okay, so I don't know if, like, you know, it's going to happen right now, or if it means in a year's time you're going to be put into alignment with someone. But a year's not that long. If you think about how fast a week goes in work, if you think about how it's a Christmas, it's a summer, it's an autumn, you know, the seasons fly by. And then you're going to have the love of your life. It's not that long to wait, is it? A year. Less than a year. I mean, I get to say that because it's not my reading, but what can I say? You know, 11 months isn't that long to wait to be with someone the rest of your life. Do you know what I mean? It's all in perspective. This person could be sorting out, you know, like healing. What you don't want, if this person came to you right now, they won't focus on you. They wouldn't be looking at you. You trip over them, they trip over you. And you just keep walking. Okay, because they're still healing. So you don't want them how they are now. When they come to you, they're going to be so open, so ready for love. And they're going to want a proper grown-up to be with. Okay? So that's why we can't have it right now. We wouldn't want them right now. Watch this, like a magic trick. Oh, with the matcha. It's matcha powder with vanilla flavouring. Oh, so nice. With oat milk. Doesn't dry your mouth out and dehydrate you the way that coffee does. Right, so it was quite a short read in that one, but it was fine because we didn't have loads of stuff to go into, really. Okay, so you have got the love of your life coming towards you. So that's great. I hope you liked this reading. Please give it a like, share, subscribe, follow, repost, support the channel, hype me up, get me into the algorithm. I've been out of it for a couple of months. And I will see you in the next one. Personal readings are £25. Payment is by PayPal or Bax. As soon as I've got payment, I'll record it. I'll put it up onto YouTube and only you can see it. You can watch it at your leisure on the telly or on your phone as many times as you want. I don't take it down either. It can be love or it could be anything else you want a reading about. Memberships are live. They're £5.99 a month. I do finance readings for members. I do health readings, so your spiritual health, your mental health, your emotional health, your physical health, with the Native American Indian medicine wheel. And I'm doing a How to Read Tarot series as well. If you're interested in tarot reading or just knowing more about the cards or how I learned it, I'll be talking about all of that, book recommendations and stuff like that. So yeah, members get all that for £5.99. Otherwise, please interact with my videos as much as you can. Drop me comments if you like my setup, if you like my vibe, if you felt the reason resonated. Talk to me. Talk to me. Because that's it's the likes and the comments that help, to be honest. And making sure you watch the whole video. Okay, so we're on to Leo. We're flying along. Okay, so Leo, I'm using the Blossom of Serenity Tarot deck. It's the same one from last week. I'm not changing it because I love it. I don't know if I can interact with people's messages the way that I could when I was just going straight for YouTube. Like if I click on the screen, it's probably going to flip the screen now, so I'm scared. It flipped the screen around last time. Because normally when I film and I'm not using Streamlabs, I know how to like interact with the messages and make people moderators and like what people have said and stuff, but I don't know if I can do that on here. I don't want it to flip the screen. I'll have to Google how to use Streamlabs. Basically, I just tried it, thought it probably won't work, and when it worked, I was like, oh my god. Have I said my thing already? No. Spirit guides, universe and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Leo's highest good. How is Leo feeling in this second week of May 2026 with regards to when they're thinking about, dealing with or manifesting in? 3 cards for how Leo's feeling, please. This is coming out loads, you know. I don't know what's going on in a planetary way at the moment, but we're getting a lot of this, which is the 4 of Swords, meditation, taking rest, you know, isolating, having a break, kind of downing tools. It's much needed respite, okay? So Leo, you're taking a breather from love at the moment, okay? From the battles and the woes and the strife of love. The moon reversed, you've got a lot of fears, okay? You're kind of overcome with fear at the moment. Fear of picking the wrong person, or fear of messing up again, or fear of, you know, falling for someone and it not working out. You know, because of something they do, or life getting in the way. You're overwhelmed with fear, overcome with fear, and that's stopping you. I love this card, you know. I'd get that blown up and put on my wall. It's absolutely stunning, isn't it? Something really mysterious about it. It's the major for Pisces, it's water energy, okay? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. So it's about your intuition, your third eye, going with your gut, having faith in the divine, trusting the divine plan. I can cope with the things that will be thrown at me, okay? In the story of the major arcana, the Fool realises that he must walk forwards anyway, even if he's afraid. Okay, but you're not. You're like really, really fearful. Not looking, you know, forward to what's to come. Just worried that you're not going to be able to deal with it. Let me tell you, okay, it's all perception, because the first day in work, is it ever as bad as what you thought it was going to be? No. It's never as bad. The 2 of Swords reversed, yeah, so 2 of Swords upright is being in denial. They're pretty, aren't they? Pretty swords. Okay, like, I don't want to deal with this, like, no. When it's reversed, though, we're coming out of that. So you're starting to come out of that mindset, that mentality now. If you've been dealing with someone, or there's someone that you do like, and it's been off and on, you could have been on one of your off periods and just thought, I'm not going to, you know, get in touch with so-and-so for a while. You've been mulling things over. Let's see who's showing up for you. Why are all my cards going on the floor? The Devil. Okay, so they could be a Capricorn, they don't have to be. I love that, that's so cool. See, the Devil, if it's not a Capricorn, it's someone who could be thinking about you obsessively. They could be very attached to you, financially, emotionally, sexually. You're heavily on this person's mind, probably, with that Devil card. It gives like codependency, you know, when we're not able to be independent, but we're exhibiting some sort of behaviour that's unhealthy or a bit obsessive or just infatuated. It doesn't have to be as bad as all that, but you know, the depiction is like 2 naked people chained by their necks to one another, so, with the devil in the background, so it can be about temptation or obsession or infatuation, like that kind of thing. The 7 of Coins reversed and the 6 of Wands reversed. Let's have a look at the artwork because it's stunning. Makes me think of a vase, that one. And then this one is like a city, like the skyline of a city, isn't it? A cityscape. That's what it makes me think of. But the Six of Wands is victory, success, recognition. Okay, and that's in the reverse. So the Seven of Coins is the past. Has enough been cultivated so far? Upright is yes. Reverse, I always take as no. So someone feels like something really failed last time. It wasn't successful. It didn't yield good results. Okay, so maybe they're obsessively thinking about that. Now we've got the Nine of Swords, which is anxiety, fear. Okay, so again, we've got mirroring going on. You could both deal with low confidence, insecurity, low self-esteem when it comes to general success in life. You know, will we be okay financially? Can I cope with being monogamous? Can I be committed and exclusive? Can I avoid debt? Can I, can I do this person and their family proud? Because it is a lot. But when you're by yourself, you're having to do that anyway. Okay, you're having to do all that stuff anyway. But I suppose you're not having to answer to another person and their family, are you? So let's get 3 for the outcome. You know, if you're lucky, you can find someone with a family and it's just more support. Yeah, it's like having a second family, a second mum, second dad, second siblings. If not, they can be meddling and, try to break you up or steer things. So I get it. That's what freaks me out about getting involved with anyone, because I just can't be arsed with any drama that anyone's going to bring. Most people that I've dated, I would say their family have not been helpful. Some of them have and some of them haven't. Page of Cups reversed. Holding back emotion, not offering emotion to anyone else. Concealing it, withdrawing it, holding it back. Nine of Cups is being content, single. Why did I turn that one over? It's because it felt like it turned over and then flipped back. Let's have a look, see what it is. The Magician. You feel like you're better off alone. You feel like you're better off alone. Yeah, I keep to myself. I make decisions for myself. And that's what suits me. That's what suits me. So you think you're better off alone. Page of Coins. I wasn't expecting that. It's making me wonder if I'm right or wrong now. Nine of Cups is definitely being contented within oneself. What makes me happy? Then we've got this manifesting card. The Magician has all 4 aces. They have the tools to succeed. They can manifest and they can make their dreams a reality. The Page of Coins is an offer of time, money and energy. It's commitment. But it's just looking to commit to someone. There in in the order of the colours of the chakras. That's not an accident. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue and purple. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue and purple. You could decide that you've been alone for too long out of fear, and you're going to change that. Okay, maybe you used to think you were better off alone. You're a lone wolf, you're this, you're that. And now you might be starting to think, maybe I do want to collaborate with someone. Maybe I will offer, like it's just an offer. It's just open. Being open to looking for someone to commit to, but I don't know. It's either that or you just want to be solo. I just thought of it because it's got the Page of Cups reverse, which is that I'm not opening up my heart to anyone. That could have been how things were in the past. This person's also an overthinker. They're very anxious. They got the Nine of Swords as the challenge. Can I stop worrying, being fearful? Seven of Coins reversed. They feel like they've underachieved, maybe. Not enough was yielded in the past. That maybe they've never made it to a serious, commitment, or, maybe they've never made it to marriage or living with someone, or maybe, they've only done that for a short time with someone and it wasn't like, decades. You could be in similar levels of experience in terms of relationship experience. Neither of you have ended up with anyone sort of seriously long term. You're both showing up as pages, but I feel like you've got an awareness of one another. So I am going to get messages. Okay. I have so much passion for you, but I hide it. That's what that is. This person thinks more of you than what you know. And they think about you a lot. They are heavily attracted to you, but they may not have been in touch with you for a long time, so you might think, do they just not fancy me anymore? Do they just not think of me anymore? Yes, they do. They think about you very regularly. They think about you very regularly. Don't treat me the way you do. I don't deserve it. They're wondering why you haven't been in touch, Leo. They think you've got your own secrets. They've got their secrets, you've got yours. They're getting up to all sorts. You're probably wondering what they're getting up to. But they're wondering what you're getting up to as well. You're a little bit curious about what one another's doing. But not saying that, not revealing that. What is it that this person likes or loves about Leo? When I look into your eyes, the whole world stops and I forget where I am. So they can't focus on anything else when you're in front of them, Leo. If they were a stage director and you were to walk out, they would put the spotlight on you and they would forget that anyone else is on the stage. I would do that. Leos, whether they're men or women, they're good looking, they're quite confident as well, almost like overconfident, and they just turn heads. They've got that alpha personality. They've got that it's men and women. and they're not perfect, but they think they are, and they don't really look back to kind of check whether they've made mistakes or not. But you're very romantic, and extremely romantic and loyal, so we like that. All my exes are Leos. I always get hunted by Leos. I think that makes sense though, because I'm a bull and Leos like steak, don't they? Bit of prime beef. I've forgotten everything now. I shouldn't have gone off on a tangent. Right, what's the meaning behind this connection? Adventure, friendship. This connection is based on friendship. It may never develop into romance. Okay, so it's weird, but I've been getting this for Leo for probably about 1.5 years. There's some sort of a connection that's a slow burner, and you have known this person for a very long time. They've known you for a very long time. But it's like you're on their mind, but they're sort of going about their life and they're not really planning you into it. But it's kind of the same with you. You think about each other quite frequently, but it's sort of there in the background, and I think there's some sort of like loyalty that's built up over time. You could have started off like, fancying each other, but it's never developed into a relationship, and quite long periods go by, but it's, like a friends with benefits sort of thing. However, like if this person were to leave your life, you'd be gutted because it'd be like the end of an era. So I think you like having them there, and I think they like having you there. The ex, healing from past heartbreak takes time. Be patient with yourself. So that this person could be healing, you could be healing. And that's why you don't really, look to one another for, like a future together. Seek adventure together. It adds excitement to your journey. So you may need to, like, if we're curious as to like how this could be between the two of you, you may need to plan something like meet up, recently and just reconnect. Just take the time to like reconnect, like over a lunch or dinner or drinks or something. Especially if it's been a while since you caught up, it might feel weird, mightn't it, just kind of like expecting friends with benefits when you've kind of like been off the radar for a long time, or they have, or it's mutual. You kind of need a couple of meetings to kind of like feel comfortable with each other again. But it's like this, it's like a passive loyalty that's there. Like you've accepted them as part of your pride, like when someone's been there for you or you've been there for them. That's what friendship's about, isn't it? And after a couple of times, if someone were to hurt that person, you'd feel very protective over them. And so, like, that's coming through a bit. Them towards you and you towards them. I get this feeling that there's like a long-term, there's going to be a long-term presence in one another's lives. And you care about each other, like you're aware that one another's dealing with people and having a life and living their life. It's like you've grown alongside each other or something. It's quite sweet, really. They are like, they think you're stunning, whether you're a man or a woman. This person thinks you are stunning. But I don't know if, because they're saying don't treat me the way you do, I don't deserve it. I think possibly you kind of laid down the law at the beginning and said, you know, like, this is just going to be friends with benefits, or this is just going to be this or that. I'm not available, you know, so it's kind of like continued like that, and then maybe like you're like interdependent rather than codependent. You don't, it's not like everything collapses, you know, when one of you like pulls away. It doesn't collapse. It's like you're like a capital H. You're living your life alongside each other, and then sometimes you connect, but it's like basically you're the opposite of codependent. You're like independent of one another, really. But they're showing up, so that they, you know, maybe you're on their minds at the moment, you know. Maybe they miss you, they're fond of you, they haven't spoken to you in a while. It could be something like that. It's just this week of the second week of May. You could be on their mind, they could be on your mind, you know. It doesn't have to be all like intense and like, when are we going to be together? Let's get you some advice with regards to this connection. Balance. Find the balance between giving and receiving. Okay. I guess with situations like this, there's a fear of giving too much and this person never really taking you seriously relationship wise, and that might go both ways, and it might go both ways at different times, or it might be a constant running theme, but neither of you wish to overgive. Okay, there's a fear of overgiving. So just, if you try to keep balance, that won't happen. Messy truth about this connection. It's not me, it's trauma, triggering projection, inner wounds. You chose them. Third party betrayal, replacement. One of you could have trauma, which is why you keep people at arm's length, and another one of you, or the same person, could feel like, you know, like when someone feels like they're always the guest at the wedding, it's never their wedding. This person could feel like, or you could feel like, you've been friend zoned, and maybe you wanted it to be friends to start with, but now you want to be considered as, you know, relationship material, and it's like the person's always upset over someone else. Oh great, they're upset over someone new, they're upset over another person now. You know, when's it going to be me that they're like crying over, kind of thing. Like, you could feel friend zoned, or you know, you could have friend zoned them and then they friend zoned you. It's some kind of long running, like sort of you in each other's lives, but in a very kind of light touch kind of way. Yeah, a friend that sort of got a soft spot for another friend, but you kind of met each other because you fancy each other, kind of thing. Does that make sense? It's a slow burner, this one, but I don't know if it'll ever become a relationship. That's what we don't know. Conquest, just another notch in the headboard or the real deal. Actions speak the loudest. Raving eyes, keeping possibilities open. Obvious flirt, disrespectful. That's coming out so much. So there could be a fear of being cheated on. You know, I don't know if you've got a reputation as being very confident, and, you know, if you like someone, if it's going well, if you like another person, it's going well. You might feel quite confident with clothes off, or you have like a healthy libido, or, you know, you're never alone for too long kind of thing. It's like someone might worry, and this could be mutual. You could both be very confident with your bodies. You could have very healthy sex lives. You could be single and, you know, living it up, or just loving life, or, you know, you're never really alone. You're always involved with someone. You might mutually like just see the other person and think, when is it going to be me? When you're going to be upset over me? Will you ever be upset over me like that? Like, just not like obsessively, but like just wondering, you know, like, I don't know. One of you or both of you could think, I don't trust them in a monogamous relationship with me. Like, I think they might cheat. Like, I don't see them as a monogamous person, or someone that's ever going to truly commit to someone. Not forever. Magnetic fate, attraction sparks pursuit, guiding souls on a journey to their destined union. Okay, so there could be, spirit could have a deeper lesson for the two of you. It may develop into a relationship. It could mature as you mature as individuals. We're not the same people that we were in our teens, in our 20s, in our 30s, in our 40s, in our 50s, in our 60s, are we? You know, hopefully we all grow and develop and change, and the things that we would have done in the past we'd never do now. You know, things that I would have done as a teenager I'd never do now. You know, things that I did in my 20s, I don't think I would do it now. Like, things that I've done, I didn't think I would ever do. It goes the other way as well. So yeah, how do we know what we're going to feel like in another 10 or 20 years? Insecure. Watching shit go down, enjoying the gossip. Oh my god. One of you could be judging the other one, you know, like, or it could be mutual. You could be like, oh, they're always doing that. You know, but it's like you love each other anyway. Like, it's like you love each other despite your flaws. You could be very aware of, like, the flaws of one another, and you just got this, like, acceptance of each other, like, but you would never, like, have a monogamous relationship together, because you're just like, I just don't think they can be monogamous. Like, you know, they're hot. I quite like them as a person, but I just don't think they're monogamous. Like, or, oh god, you know, they're going out with someone that's not good for them again. It's giving that, like, almost like an older brother, older sister vibe. Like, just kind of laughing off, like, what the mistakes the younger sister or younger brother's making. Like, oh, you know, I knew they'd do that again. Or, you know, when you just feel like you know someone better than they know themselves. I think you've known each other for a long time, and you do open up to each other about stuff. And there is a bit of judgment, but it's like, it's not a big deal. Like, it's like unconditional love. Inferno, chaos, job loss, everything crumbling, guidance, faith, healing, intuition and dreams, unknown caller, stalking, hanging up unknown numbers. That's a bit creepy. Mind games, immature, testing you, analysing you. What? They could be things that have happened, you know, like, over the years. So, like, what I was saying is, like, in my 20s, I've done stuff that I wouldn't do in my 30s and 40s. And in my 40s, I've done stuff that I never thought I'd do in my 20s. When I was in my 20s and 30s, I never thought I'd do stuff like that. Like, this could be like the long term, like over the years, over all the years that you've known each other. You could have like played mind games with each other. I mean, sometimes you do that when like you block each other, or you say I'm never speaking to you again, or don't talk to me, or like, you know, you just see messages come through, you don't reply, and you're like, I'll reply tomorrow, because that's like, I used to be way more like that. I don't mess about now. I don't mess about now. It's like this guy was trying to like get in touch with me, and I just called him out, and I was like, I don't know why he's still trying to talk to me. Like, you left me in a hotel room by myself while I was sleeping. Anything could have happened to me. I don't know what you think you're doing treating women like that. I never don't want to do that again. Like, go away. Don't know why you're talking to me. And I would just say that. I don't need to ignore someone and wait for them to message 10 more times or 20 more times. I didn't need them to realise slowly over time. I'm just going to tell them, please don't get in touch with me. And this is why, because you did this. And I'll just call them out on it. I didn't need to play games. I didn't need to teach someone a lesson. You know, silence speaks volumes and all this. No, just tell them what they did, because they clearly like need to hear it. Because the audacity of trying to get in touch and thinking that they're going to have a second chance to do something like that is just bizarre. Like, some things, like, yes, you say sorry, but the person doesn't want to see you now. Like, they're never going to want to spend time with you again. Like, some stuff is unforgivable. And yes, you should apologise, but you can't just bob back in and be like, and remember that time that I did that? Yeah. Do you want to spend time together? No. And I don't ever want to. Thank you very much. On your way. Do you know what I mean? You could have had fallings out. You could have got heated with one another in the past. You could have ignored messages for periods, or, you know, tested each other a little bit. You could sometimes hear that this person it's not worked out with their ex, and like, although you're there and you chat to them about it as a friend, you're secretly like happy or like not surprised or something. Do you know what I mean? It's like you've been there for each other a few times over the years, and I mean like years and years and years and years and years. You're growing together. So why is this person showing up? I get the feeling that you're both on one another's minds. There's a bit of curiosity there. The advice is balance. The advice is that this may always be friendship. Is there going to be developments? When will there be developments? It says next month. Something's going to happen next month. Next month is June, isn't it? So in the month of June, you may meet up with each other, or one of you could get in touch with the other one, and this person might be wondering how you're doing. That's why they're showing up in your energy, and they might bob you a message or send you a picture next month, and then that could kickstart something. I don't know. Well, I think you must be on their mind a lot for them to show up in your reading, or they're on your mind, or it's mutual. Don't think that they're not thinking about you, because they clearly do, and they're still very attracted to you. But I think it's like you're aware of one another's shit. Do you know what I mean? Have you ever had like a girlfriend or a boyfriend, and they're like, oh, this is my best friend, and it's someone of the opposite sex, and you're like, you clearly fancy each other? It's like that. It's giving that. I wouldn't be happy with that. I would not be happy with that. Telling you right now. Okay, I think that's everything I can pull for you. Let me get a mindful message, because that's general emotional advice. And then we'll go on to Virgo. Personal journey. I follow what feels right within me without needing validation from others. We are each on our own journey, and mine does not need to look like anyone else's. My enjoyment and satisfaction is validation enough. I love that. That's awesome. Okay, so there could be some sort of development, or you may just get a message from this person next month, or you might feel called to reach out to them. I think you're in each other's energy. Okay, so it's a friends with benefits, or someone that you haven't heard from in a while, someone that you've had on your mind, but you're quite aware of each other's like lives, and you know, probably just not heard from someone for a while, and you're like curious about them. You could have each considered a relationship in the past, you know, taking turns kind of wanting a relationship, and then the other person didn't, and stuff like that. A bit messy, but yeah, it's giving like friends. Okay, so if you want a personal reading and you want to know like, this is me and my person's energy, I want the timing, I want like to know what the reasons are for something, I want a message that I know is from them and it's not a collective reading, they're £25. You can contact me via TikTok or Instagram, direct message, or you can email me at jen3585@gmail.com. I will pre-record it on YouTube. I'll upload it, only you with the link can see it, or if you send the link to someone, they can see it, but otherwise it's totally confidential. Sorry, my throat's like dry. Memberships are live. Members get a monthly finance reading by zodiac sign, a monthly Native American Indian medicine wheel by zodiac sign, and an instalment of the How to Read Tarot series each month. So if you're interested in reading tarot yourself, or knowing more about the cards just to know, that's going to be up there. And yeah, it's $5.99 a month, so fairly low, and you get a lot for your money. In the finance readings, I find out what your boss like admires in you, what they appreciate about you, alternative, you know, career paths, if you don't feel like you're in what you're supposed to be in right now. I get finance predictions, money affirmations for you, all that kind of stuff. And the Native American Indian medicine wheel looks at your mental health, your emotional health, your physical health, and your connection to spirit as well. And we see which area needs a little bit of work on, a little bit of attention. Okay, so we'll put these cards away and we'll go on to Virgo. Please will you give me a like, share, subscribe, follow, repost, support the channel and comment. Okay, if you interact, if you give me likes and you comment, it really helps the video to go up into the algorithm. The most important thing is that I'm doing lives again. I'm using Streamlabs app because for some reason YouTube sounds just went crazy, and then when I did a search, it was an AI generator on Google that screen scraped like Reddit conversations that people were having, and apparently this has been happening to a lot of people where there's some sort of aggressive sound suppressor being used. It's supposed to cancel out background noise, but it's actually cancelling out my voice, which is a bit offensive. But one person said I've managed to sort it out by using a Streamlabs app. So although there's mixed information about Streamlabs out there, I must say it's fixed the problem, and I just need to be going live. So I open Streamlabs and I log in using my YouTube account, and that's sorted that out. So I just wanted to share that in case anyone's having similar issues, because it's really upset me for about 6 or 7 weeks, that just watching all the viewers disappear. The watch hours have dropped down by like 400 watch hours. It's so depressing, guys. Like, this has changed my world. Like, I worked really hard on this business for like a year and a half to just watch it like undo in like 6 weeks. Awful. They need to get the shit together. Actually, that's something I'm going to do, is make a formal complaint actually to YouTube and be like, what are you doing? Because it's not on. And to be fair, if I don't report it, how can they know that it's having a problem? But it sucks. Whatever it is that they tried, it sucks. I told you I'd fix it though. I told you I'd sort it out, and I told you I didn't think it was anything I'd done, and it wasn't anything I'd done. So I've not changed my phone, not changed the settings, I've not changed the location, not changed the internet, not changed nothing. Okay, so YouTube going weird has happened to people on all kinds of phones, whether it's iPhone or Samsung, or any other phone, and it's all been in the last 4 to 6 weeks. So right, let's go on to Virgo. I'll stop moaning now. Hopefully my voice will last. Okay, so I'm using the Blossom of Serenity Tarot deck. It's absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to stay using it for another week because I love it. And then I'll change it up. Let's have a few shuffles. We'll see what comes out for Virgo in the second week of May. It's a nice sunny day today. Still a little bit chilly, but the sun got quite strong, so happy about that. Makes such a difference. Been cloudy and like cold all week. I tell you what, I've not got my summer body ready. It's not good. So we shouldn't moan about saying I want the hot weather so quickly, but I'm tired of my feet feeling freezing cold. Going to work in like sandals and my feet are blue. And I've got the blowers on in the morning, so it's not good. Just a couple of degrees warmer would be nice. Spirit guides, universe and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Virgo's highest good. How is Virgo feeling in this second week of May 2026 with regards to the one they're thinking about, dealing with or manifesting in? 3 cards for how Virgo's feeling, please. So we've got the 9 of Wands in combination with the Moon reversed and the 4 Swords. Why is the 4 Swords coming out every single time? Okay, so there's meditation going on. There's a lot of fear. And the 9 of Wands upright is the wounded warrior, someone who's trying to persevere despite setbacks. They are fearful, okay, and they're taking a breather, a rest between battles at the moment. So we've got Pisces energy. There's a lot of being like, something is not being plain sailing, okay, and this is causing fear, and you're taking a bit of a breather, taking a pause. The Magician reverse, you don't feel like, you feel like things are against you. You haven't got what you need to make this successful. To have things turn out in your favour. The 2 of Cups And the Seven of Cups, yeah, I feel like I've got feelings for this person. I feel like they've got feelings for me. It's mutual, and I'm at a crossroads in my life. With the Seven of Cups upright, okay, so combination of, I don't think I've ever had that combination actually, Two of Cups and Seven of Cups. Okay, so they have got the Knight of Cups with the Seven of Swords and the World card. It's like the world, okay, so the world is upright, so this person feels like there's going to be ups and downs, but I remain positive, okay? In the story of the Major Arcana, the Fool realises that we must take life's rough with the smooth. Okay, better days are coming, and that's upright, so this person believes that as well. The Knight of Cups is being in love, falling in love, being in active pursuit of that person, Romeo and Juliet vibes. Seven of Swords is like, you know, the way, you know, the two households were feuding, so it had to be done after dark, it had to be done, you know, in secret, behind people's backs. That's what the Seven of Swords is like, deception, trying to get one over people, you know, like trying to jump out from behind the tree as two people are walking along. It's like doing stuff without people knowing, trying to deceive people. The Four of Wands. That is gorgeous, isn't it? So the Four of Wands is the 1111 card. It's, you know, will you move in with me? Will you marry me? It's a hugely stable number. 4 is the most stable number in the tarot deck. The 4 legs to a chair, the 4 walls to a house. Is someone going to pop the question? I wonder if someone's going to, you know, will you date me? Will you be exclusive with me? Can we change our statuses? Can we make it public? It's very much making something clear to everyone around that you are together, you are exclusive. You know, this person belongs to me, I belong to them. Please respect that, and, you know, let's celebrate together. Like, Page of Swords, Two of Wands, Nine of Coins. What is going on here? Nine of Coins is like single and abundant, okay? I have plenty, I can pay my bills, I'm not codependent on anyone. The Two of Wands is being at a planning phase, thinking about your future. Do I pick A or B? Do I go left or right? Which is my path now? The Page of Swords is curiosity, okay? Looking out, looking at the horizon. Who's coming towards me? Trying to get the heads up. So I think this person's contemplating the future. You could literally be waiting to pop the question. They could be thinking about all this. They could be, you know, planning a surprise, keeping it to themselves. You're in love and you're thinking about your future. You're certainly not, you know, you're taking a break and maybe something's not quite right. You know, like maybe you feel like your finances aren't perfect, or you feel like something else isn't quite right. Or someone's acting weird and you don't know why. Something's off, but you're in love. It's mutual, it's new, and you are thinking about the future. Let's get 3 for the outcome. This is really interesting. The Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is someone who knows what they want. They're confident. They feel beautiful. They know they're beautiful. they go after the thing that they want. If they fancy someone, they ask them out. You know, they're quite happy to date. They're quite happy to ask someone to be in a relationship with them. They're quite like forward and ambitious, and you know, they can be seen as the other man or the other woman in a third party situation, but I'm not sure that's what's going on here. The Five of Swords, arguments, division. The Nine of Swords reversed. I'm not worried about this anymore, okay? That's worrying, being anxious, being fearful. I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not going to worry. I'm not going to be fearful, anxious. Bit of a weird outcome, that. There's two people here. You and this person are very much at a crossroads. There's a lot of nines here. There's new love here. This is making me laugh a bit, but you know when like I had an ex, like when we were boyfriend and girlfriend, it was our 3rd year anniversary, and I got really pissed off with him. So he's being dead weird, and he was like, "We're gonna go somewhere, but you best like be ready for anything." No, he's winding me up, and I was getting really stressed out. We ended up having a really big argument, and he'd actually planned like a really nice anniversary like weekend away. With all stuff that I like, that he knew I would like, but it's winding me up, making me feel like we're going bungee jumping or something that I would hate, you know, and like it put me in such a bad mood, and I'm like, we've argued all the way up the motorway and it's ruined the weekend because you couldn't just, you know, you had to like wind me up over it. So I don't know, it doesn't have to be anything like too dramatic. It could be like, you know, someone's planning something nice, they like keeping something a bit of a secret because it's a surprise. Well, you are both, you're in a planning phase, you're wondering what the next steps are, you're looking, you know, at your life, and like, yeah, it looks like there's something romantic that they're planning. Let's get a message from them. I am, sorry, I am realising I can't, I've run out of talk. Hang on. I am realising my truth. You are my destiny. Oh my god, I do feel like with the 4 of Wands, they're going to ask you to move in, or they're going to propose, they're going to ask you to marry them. It's something about, like, I plan something nice for Virgo, and I want them to, like, be confident that we're going to be together, and I want everyone to know. But you may end up arguing. You may end up arguing because you're just like, why are you being so weird? Like, why are you being so off? Because it makes you nervous when someone's like that and they're all like on edge. And then you like think, oh my god, they're going to break up with me or something. Like, you don't know what's going on. Sorry about that, I could not talk. Well, if it was a surprise, I've ruined it now. Oh my god, look. I don't want to be alone. You are my destiny. You could have had arguments and thought, shit, are we meant to be together? And this person's like about to get down on one knee. What's this person like or love? Well, we know it's love about Virgo. When you touch me, I feel butterflies in my stomach. Even though we are so different, I feel so connected to you. There's only you in my mind and in my heart. When I look into your eyes, the whole world stops and I forget where I am. They are goo-goo for gaga. They are absolutely, completely devoted to you. They're devoted. They are devoted, Virgo. I've put that drink right in the way of everything, but it doesn't matter. The X. Healing from past heartbreak takes time. Be patient with yourself. I don't know who that's relevant for. Maybe that's what caused arguments. But rest assured, this person's devoted to you, okay? They orbit around you. Chain. Loyalty is the chain that links you together. Unbreakable. Okay, they are loyal to you. You are loyal to them. The Four of Wands doesn't come out where there's instability. It just doesn't. The Four of Wands would be reversed if this were a situation that someone's making unstable for you. This person wants to give you stability. They want to give you security. They want transparency. They want everyone to know that the two of you are together and they're not messing with anyone. You're not messing with anyone. I like that. I like that a lot. It seems like a very straightforward soulmates union. It's not giving twin flames, not giving karmic, it's not giving, you know, third party or anything like that. It's like straightforward. It's not, you know, like a long-term friendship, you know, like what Leo's got. This is the real deal. This is like, I've met you, we've dated, I've fallen for you. I want to make an honest woman or an honest man of you. I want us to live together, you know, like public, open, transparent, in the eyes of everyone. You're mine, I'm yours. It's really nice. It's traditional romance. Do you want me to dig into anything from the past about this person? I don't know. What's being a bit messy? Because it does look like there's a bit of arguing going on. You chose them. It's not me, it's trauma. Third party betrayal, replacement, triggering projection, inner wounds. Yeah, there could be a bit of insecurity somewhere, or someone, you thought someone might never commit. Something like that. Don't take these too seriously because they won't apply to everyone. I don't really need to pick it because this is so straightforward. It's very nice, stable offer coming from this person. It's not anything to worry about, okay? It couldn't be any more solid, in fact. Dawn of recovery. With each new beginning, embrace risk as a gateway to healing and renewal. Okay, so you may feel like it's a risk to trust this person, but it's going to pay off. Flight plan. Sometimes things fall apart for better things to come. Liberated destiny. With release comes freedom, steering faith towards an unwritten future. They could have been married before or something, or you've, you know, you're engaged and then you've broken it off, and then you're going to get re-engaged and they're going to be like, right, we're planning the wedding, you know, and so they're really confident now about what they want. And I don't know. There's endless possibilities. Fake apology. Unknown caller, burn games. I don't know if like there's some sort of ex trying to interfere with this connection, but they've not got a chance in hell. Okay, so don't worry about it, because this person crazy about you. They're crazy about you. They intend to, you know, live with you, go to each other's parents' houses, get married, have children. I'm scared of what we could become. One of you has had an experience that's, you know, been interfered with by the other person's, like narcissistic or controlling or something, plays mind games, rings up. They might have like someone buzzing around them, hanging around them that's capable of all that, but it doesn't matter. This person is all about you, like 100% all about you. Okay, so let's get an advice and a timing, okay? So this is general advice. Oops. It's not personal. People's reactions or opinions. Sorry, I need to clear this here. People's reactions or opinions of me are really not about me at all. People tend to project their own insecurities or fears onto one another. So when someone speaks unkindly to me, I remember they have something going on that has nothing to do with me. Okay, so if this person's hanger on, that's like won't get over them like an old ex or something, just don't even worry about it, okay? Because like this person is like all about you, like that person's not even in this person's orbit, like they're not in their universe. They're just not, there's no heart space occupied by the ex at all. And they will never cheat on you either. Right, let's get a timing for when this person could potentially pop the question or ask you to move in or marry them. Stay positive about it, okay? You may be aware that like this person's like eking it out, or you're like, just do it, I don't know why. You know, we both said we're going to get married, don't know why. You're like keeping it a surprise or doing this or that, but they want to plan something nice. Okay, so just let them do it. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please give it a like, share, subscribe, follow, repost, support the channel, hype me up. Drop me some comments and I'll see you in the next one. If you would like a personal reading, they're £25. You can pay by PayPal or Bax. You can message me on Instagram or TikTok via direct message, or you can email me at jen3585@gmail.com. That email address is in my channel description on YouTube. I pre-record the message as soon as I've received payment and I upload it onto YouTube, and I send you the link, okay? Only people with the link can see it, so it's completely private and confidential. Memberships are live. They're $5.99 a month. Members get monthly financial forecasts. They get to see what their boss thinks of them. Alternative career paths, you know, as kind of suggested by Spirit. You get money affirmations, and what else? There's something else. Something else, I've forgotten what it is. And then you get Native American Indian medicine wheels as well. So what your mental health is like, what your emotional health is like, your physical health, and your connection to spirit as well. So we look at what area it might need a little bit of work on. Very popular readings, and I'm doing a bit of a how to read tarot series as well, and book recommendations and stuff like that. So yeah, so memberships are live. You can click join through YouTube, and you'll have instant access to everything. So with that being said, I am going to go and book my holiday now to Barcelona. My friend's just texted me, and I will do the other 6 zodiac signs throughout this week. Okay, so thank you for joining me. We're back in business. Thank you to Streamlabs for sorting out the sound issues, and yeah, catch me during the week. I hope you have a lovely rest of your weekend, guys. See you in the next one.